Americans are grappling with the emotions and consequences of Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. This means the power to decide whether women can access an abortion has now reverted back to the states. And our Washington correspondent Annalise Nielsen travelled to North Carolina to see how the changes will affect the southern state and the broader implications for the country.
Each morning, volunteer escorts arrive at this Charlotte abortion clinic early to hang up tarps. It's just one of a number of strategies they developed to hide patients from the pro-life protesters who arrive soon after.
Leave them alone.
Depending on the clinic, people use different tactics, which is understandable. So in our case, we have escorts, which is the people with umbrellas, people wear the vests, they're up there assisting the patients. And then we have defenders, which are the ones down here on the sidewalk that kind of just help deflect some of what they're, trying to stop cars, as you've seen.
Pro-life volunteers write down the number plates of each car as they drive in. The clinic escorts say it's an intimidation tactic.
We want to count the number of cars that are coming to an abortion clinic, and if we use a clicker, some of them leave and come back and leave and come back, and we don't want to inflate any numbers.
The overturning of Roe v. Wade hasn't impacted North Carolina yet. Abortion is still legal, but the state has strict rules to dissuade women, including a 72-hour waiting period and mandatory ultrasound for surgical terminations, which the pro-life volunteers try to offer for free for a chance to convince the mother to not have an abortion.
Because I'm a Christian and I believe that God has called me to speak for the voiceless. There's a scripture in the Bible that says speak for the voiceless and those led away to slaughter. And we believe that these babies are the voiceless innocent victims. And we want to offer a way to help the mom, whatever situation she's facing, to hear the voice of someone speaking for her child so that we can help her with whatever situation it is to save the baby's life.
This could all change for North Carolina in the coming months.
So we're at a razor's edge right now here in North Carolina because of the makeup of our legislature.
Representative Julie Von Hafen is a vocal pro-choice leader in the North Carolina General Assembly. That's Republican-controlled, but not by a big enough margin to bypass a filibuster.
Going into this November election, we need to make sure we hold those numbers. And if we lose any seats in the House or the Senate here in North Carolina, we can slip back into a state, where there will be anti-abortion laws passed almost immediately. I can guarantee it. And so I've been going and telling everybody that really your health care is on the ballot this year.
Republicans say it's coming.
It is probably the single biggest moral, ethical, and religious issue that will be embraced by my generation.
Wow, that's no small thing.
Yeah, I mean we're talking about effectively overturning what is now legalized murder.
Okay.
That is an issue that the pro-life movement has embraced for decades, and it will have profound impact on generations to come.
A post-Roe v. Wade world not only means the power to legislate around access to abortion goes back to state governments, it also means it becomes a huge focal point for this year's midterm elections and a rallying cry for Democrats to tell their voters they need to turn out.
I've been going and telling everybody that really your health care is on the ballot this year, and we need to make sure that we're able to uphold the vetoes from our pro-choice governor.
Abortion bans have already come into effect across southern states, including Alabama, Louisiana, and Arkansas. While it remains in North Carolina, it's likely the demand for help at these clinics will only grow.
As patients need access, we'll be here.
Annalise Nielsen, Sky News, Charlotte, North Carolina.